Hello everybody, it's Dipti here, and today I'm doing another live video, and today's video is about learning to love yourself. So many clients come to me because they want a little bit more help with their self-worth, their self-value, self-esteem and self-confidence, and it's all about teaching you a few methods and a few techniques to really sort of start to check in with yourself about how you can kind of embrace yourself a little bit more. In life, we're all kind of dealt whatever cards we're dealt, and it's just about kind of working out the best strategy and the best way to negotiate life in the way of we keep ourselves as a number one priority. So with hypnotherapy, we're always really helping our clients to actually put themselves first and to not think that is selfish. In fact, it is selfless. If you can't put yourself first, nobody else will. So we're just helping people manage that, helping people to learn to love themselves first of all. Whatever they then do outside of that is then done with full authenticity and kind of full availability to themselves. So I've got a few techniques that I'd like to share with you today, and then I want to take you through learning to love yourself hypnosis session at the end. So now the three things that I think are really, really important to check with yourself are, I call it the magic mirror. So when you look in the mirror in the morning, if you're feeling kind of not so great, you're feeling a bit kind of down, you're feeling a bit low, you're always going to see negatives. You're always going to look at things that you don't have or things that you want to improve. You're never going to kind of see the good things. So I want you to turn it around and create this kind of magic mirror effect within your mind. So when you hear the negative stuff kind of coming into your thinking and coming into your awareness, I want you to learn to start to kind of imagine that the mirror looking back to you is like a magic mirror that can only tell you good things. So in that fairy tale, is it Snow White? She looks into her magic mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who's the fairest of them all. And of course, the mirror is always going to tell her that Snow White is the fairest. I'd like you to imagine you've got your own version of the Snow White magic mirror, and your magic mirror in your house, wherever you look into the mirror, wherever that mirror is always going to give you a positive representation. So even if you hear a negative of what you don't like, I want you to imagine that that mirror is flipping it around to tell you what is good, what you are proud of, what you are happy with. And so start to kind of build this habit of looking in the mirror and flipping it around. It's the magic mirror in your world that is your ambassador, that is your positive reflection, that is looking at you from a very empowered point of view. So that's the first technique, your magic mirror. And then the second thing is that we always have these kind of the kind of good voice and the negative voice, or positive and negative, angel and devil, whatever it is, on our shoulders. And they're very, very equal. But quite often, a lot of my clients will hear the negative one really super loud, and the positive one is just like non-existent. So what I'd like you to do is imagine that you're able to balance those voices out a little bit more. So you're able to hear the positive self-talk, as well as turn the volume down of the negative self-talk. So if you hear things like, what if this is bad, or what if this is negative, I'd like you to flip it round. So this is the flipping around technique. My techniques are not called very kind of, insightful names. They're very just quick and easy. So flip it around, what if, and then the good thing. So imagine you've thought, what if I'm not going to succeed? And then you're able to flip it around, what if I do succeed? So it's almost like you hear the negative, but you're flipping it to the positive. What if I do not? What if you won't hear the positive on, then obviously the negative part of you is going to give you the worst case scenario. So the positive has got to be the best case scenario. It's the opposite. So what if I'm not good enough? What if I am? what if I kind of fail? What if I don't? What if I succeed? So you're kind of starting to kind of introduce the positive opportunity or the positive option. So that's the mirror, the magic mirror technique. And then we've got the positive self-talk, flip it technique. And then the other thing about self-worth and self recognition is self-care. So every day, I'd like you to really notice where you're able to build in self-care. So an action or a conversation or an experience that you can turn around to yourself at the end of the day and say, yes, I did that for myself. It doesn't have to be monumental. It doesn't have to be huge. It could just be a small little thing every day to kind of acknowledge to yourself that you matter, that you are valuable. It could even be something like the other day, I was in a restaurant and the waiter gave me whatever it was that I ordered, but it kind of wasn't as kind of good as they'd made out on the menu. So I was able to send it back. I would never normally do this, but I was able to say to myself, you know what? I don't want to eat this. I don't want to put that into my system because that's not what I asked for. So that's just a really small little example of how I was caring for myself. Rather than thinking about what other people might think, I was caring about what I think. What I think matters. So that's the other third kind of a piece of advice there. Care about what you think and make what you think matter. So we've got the three. We've got the magic mirror. The magic mirror is the part of your mirror or any mirror that you look in that's able to reflect back at you the good things, the positive things, the things that make you smile. And then we've got the flip it technique. So it's negative self-talk, flip it, positive. So it's about recognizing that you've got the other opportunity to give a positive viewpoint and a best case scenario about that. And then what small thing have I done to care for myself today? So when you've got all of those three things as kind of habits that are building into your system, building into your life, you really start to increase your own self-worth and self-value. And you will notice that when your self-value increases, people will value you more as well. You gain respect, you gain kind of authority. And it's not being arrogant, it's just being assertive. And that is the difference. We don't have to turn into egotistical, arrogant people. We just turn into people who are very sure of who we are. We have that sense of self-worth and self-belief. And that in itself is empowering. Okay, so just for now, if you've liked what I've heard, what I've been talking about, you can kind of follow me on YouTube. Of course, you can subscribe and you can like this video and share it if there's somebody in your life that might need to hear this message. For now, I'm just going to go into a hypnosis session because I like kind of delivering hypnosis sessions. So if you're watching this, and you really want to kind of start, getting into that self-care mode, this is your opportunity. Oh, I've got a comment from Thomas. Hi, Thomas. You didn't miss the induction. If you're still watching, I'm about to do it. So find yourself a comfortable position. It could be somewhere quiet, as long as you don't need to kind of pay attention to whatever you're doing. So obviously if you're walking around or you're in a public place, maybe not shutting your eyes. It's just, you can actually do the induction with your eyes open as well. But of course, it's much better to close your eyes if you can. So you can replay this video if you're not in an appropriate place now. The video will store and you can play it later on. So don't worry about that. Okay, so find a comfortable position. Somewhere where it's quiet, somewhere where you won't be interrupted. And if you can close your eyes, remember that closing your eyes to the outside world really helps you open up your eyes to the inside world, to the powerful world of your imagination. And all you have to do right now is just bring your attention to the sound of my voice and just allow yourself to just focus on every single word that I'm saying. But for now, bring your attention also to your breathing. So just thinking about your own breath. So very gradually sending a very deep breath into your system. So with every breath in, just noticing how you can just start to really feel like you're arriving into this time and into this space. And this is your time for you, where nobody wants anything and nobody expects anything. And right now, there is absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do apart from just listen to the sound of my voice. You are giving yourself this time. And what you're doing in this time is so very, very valuable and so very, very important. You're just giving yourself an opportunity to move down into a state of body and a state of mind that is still, that is quiet, that is relaxed. And it is within that stillness and that quietness you can locate that internal feeling of wellness, that internal feeling of knowing who you are at the very deepest core of you. So as you allow your breath to gradually take you down into that place, I'd like you to imagine that with every breath out, you're able to breathe out anything you just don't really need to hang on to right now. So any niggles, any thoughts, any worries, any concerns, it's almost as if you're leaving them outside the door because they're not really appropriate right now. So with every breath in, just noticing a feeling of arrival, of stillness, of calm. And with every breath out, you're able to just breathe out anything that just doesn't need to be in your system right now. So using your breath in this way to just help you move down into a very still, centered state of body, a very still and centered state of mind. And as you allow yourself this opportunity to go into that stillness, within that stillness, it's almost as if you discover a place within you that was always there, a place within you that is always waiting for you. And this is your authentic voice. This is your gut instinct. This is your intuition that guides you through life safely and appropriately. This is the part of you that knows what to do and knows how to do it. This is the part of you that is authentic, that is the part of you that is true. And as you connect with this part of you, I'd like you to remember that more and more you do this, the easier it becomes, the more familiar it becomes to you. As you connect with this authentic part of you, as you dive down deeper into your system and your awareness to locate this part of you that is always there, it starts to show up with every experience, every interaction, and every conversation you may find yourself in. It's almost as if you reach down into this resource that is always there for you and use this that is you, the very best version of you, in your everyday world, in your everyday life, in your everyday reality. And even as you allow your awareness to come back into the room, it's almost as if you bring this deep resource with you to help you, to support you, and to guide you. And this is where you realize that you have your own self-worth, self-value, and self-connection as you care for yourself in this way. And that feels good. And it's almost now as if you start to remember that magic mirror is always within you. It's almost as if there is that version of events that is positive and uplifting, that gives you a smile, that helps you feel warm and cozy and secure inside. And that ability of yours to flip out any negative into a positive is something that you can continue to practice as you really do develop your own positive self-talk, as well as your positive self-care, because you really care about what you think, because you matter. And that is nice. Counting up now. 5, you can hear my voice clearly. 4, just beginning to feel whatever you're sitting down or lying down on. 3, feeling the clothes against your skin. 2, wiggling your fingers and toes. And 1, whenever you're ready, allowing your eyes to open and bringing your awareness back into the room. Good. And remember, you can always replay this video as a quick reminder to connect with the deepest part of you that really does care and that really does matter. Of course, if you like my videos, please do subscribe, please do share, please do like, and I will see you another time. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye.